Welcome to the show. As you know, we're here in Rend Lake College basketball gymnasium. It's a little bit quiet right now. As you know, our voices are a little echoey.
Most of this show you will watch, it will be very, very loud in here, especially the interviews with the Blackcat Network, my dad,
Papa Dave,
Big Dave Severin's on with Shane Hawkins. When those guys are on, it's going to be extremely loud. Now, when the players are on later, it won't be as loud, but the first, how many segments do we do?
Austin, 9.
Austin, Dr. Young says 9. I'm going to get this out of the way real quick. I'm just going to say it. I chipped my tooth. I'm not going to go through the story, so here. So when people are all weak, I'm self-conscious. It's out of the way.
Happened when he was 19. Got a fake tooth.
I knocked it out when I was 19, riding bicycles, ran into the back of Chuck Garrison's vehicle. He had a Mustang parked a block from my house. Knocked it out. Casey McCommons, Jeremy McCommons, Jason Osborne were there to watch it. They laughed their heads off. I got a concussion. Dr. DeLatour gave me a fake tooth 28 years ago. We all know I'm having a birthday next month in April.
How old will you be?
I'll be 48, right?
Yeah.
Doc, how old will I be? I'll be 48. I'm 47 now, I think. Yeah, I was born in 78. So anyways, that tooth had been there a long time. It falls out the other day, so there. I promise it'll be fixed. Melissa, it's getting fixed, babe.
Yeah, but why are we here? The Lions Club All-Star Game. It's the 47th annual.
47th, because I'm 47 years old.
But, it's a special game. I've come here each of the last 4 years. I've been coming here since N.J. Benson. He got that crazy dunk.
Yeah.
The guy from Cairo threw it off the back wall. He almost got a dunk on that. I remember it. The back wall used to be all wall. Now it's looking nice over here at Rend Lake College, isn't it?
Russ, I'm telling you, Rend Lake College, the renovations, the new Banterra Center out here, this is amazing. It's got the lake on the floor,
the trophy case.
Yeah.
Jim Hunter, Athletic Hall of Fame.
Jim Hummer Wall Gymnasium.
Yes.
This is unbelievable. I couldn't believe it. I was here.
Academic Team of the Year.
Academic Team of the Year 2021-22. I was out here earlier in the winter. I think whenever that game was, November or December, when I watched John A. play at Rend Lake.
82-80. That was a thrilling game, wasn't it?
Yes. You were at the game too, weren't you? I don't think all that was done out front.
No, it was not. Jeremy Young, he took me back there, which I don't know if he might get in trouble for it, but he took me back there.
He's a cop. You can't get in trouble.
And he showed me all of it, and it has exploded out there. It just looks so much better. They've really been working on constructing it for a while. They got the gym done earlier in the year, and then really within the past couple of weeks, they got that done.
When you first come in to the foyer, whatever you want to call this vestibule area when you first come in, is amazing. It's got a Hall of Fame for all the Rend Lake sports, men's and women's. It's got pictures of the different teams. I can see it from right here, Athletic Hall of Fame, established 1999. It's awesome what they've done. Come out to Rend Lake College, check it out. We're Friday night. The show will come out Thursday. The following night, you can come out at 6 o'clock will be the women's game, and the men's game will be at 8 o'clock. Some of the best talent.
Dunk contest. So there's at halftime, there's going to be a three-point contest for each teams, and then there's going to be dunk contests for the boys. And if there's any girls that can dunk, I heard that they can get in there because that's what Dave said.
Yeah, that's right.
And so it's going to be a fun night, three-point contest, dunk contest. Then we obviously have the big all-star games.
Yeah, the Lions Club All-Star Game, 47th annual. My dad's been involved a long, long time, especially since Ron Herron passed away. And Dad likes to really be involved with it just because of Rich Herron, Ron Herron, Dick Korn, and Brad Weathers, all ties to Benton. Wildcats lose, sorry, Kentucky fans. But all have deep ties to the South, to the 618 area, and just awesome to keep this game going that Rich and those guys started a long time ago. It's been different locations, but it's been out here at Rend Lake for a long time now. And to be able to showcase this gym and just local talent, boys and girls talent, 1A, 2A, and 3A, there's some great players that will be at this game.
Oh, yeah, as we talked, especially our very last time, when we talked to Cale Maurer, and he said, we see a lot of 3A and 4A throughout the year because they're in Mount Vernon. They're probably the biggest school in our area. And he said it's really cool to see all these guys, like what they actually can show. Because he said, I've never seen these Midland Trail guys. I've never played against these Midland Trail guys. Now he gets to play against 3 2,000-point scorers with Gage Peterson, Kyle Cooper, and Nathaniel Marlowe.
Wow.
And then over in the River, you can't forget, you got TJ Hamilton, who kind of upcome this year, Ty Lahr, who's going to SIU, Max Ritzel, who broke the career record at Nashville, 2,000 career points as well.
Colton Hawkins. Some great players just out of the river to river that were here today. Not to mention all the 1A players that are here today.
A lot of players Tommy King,
Tommy King.
A lot of players that you just can't even, that you forget to mention. There's Zach Green. We forgot to mention him. He'll be here Friday night competing in that three-point contest.
It was really cool. You'll see in the different segments we do. We actually had more guests today than we had for the Christmas special. But it was awesome to get some of these kids up here that maybe their school doesn't get covered as much. Maybe they're not on Ball for God or the different programs as much or Sports Central. It was really cool for them to be able to come up here and interview them and talk to them. And one last time for them to get to play high school basketball. Yes. On a great floor, great gym.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's going to be really sick for them. I've always enjoyed this, and I always look forward to this event every year, so I'm excited to get to go at it again. But, do you want to release the big team of the year?
Joe's. We went all out for this one. Usually it's like the Joe's Pizza and Pasta Player of the Week. Well, for the team of the year, we went big time. We went Ball for God.
I made a graphic.
Joe's Pizza and Pasta and All Stars and Stitches. Team of the year. Who is it, Russ?
Goreville Blackcats.
Goreville Blackcats, man. Team of the year. How could they not be?
Runner-up.
1A state runner-up.
They went the deepest that any team has gone in school history. They were really close to winning the state championship, but I mean, man, they did something that no other Goreville Blackcats boys basketball team has ever done. And with that, they are the Joe's Pizza and Pasta, All Stars and Stitches, Ball for God Team of the Year. They had a record of 34-5.
Unbelievable season, Russ. You got to go up to Champaign. I know you and Darren were up there, and what an accomplishment for Todd Tripp and his team. And you'll hear it in the interview when we talk to the Black Cat Network guys, and that was really cool for them to drive up too.
They drove 45 minutes.
Drove 45 minutes up to us, but just talking to JR and Brian, it was cool for them. I kind of felt the same way with Benton this year. These teams, people thought they could be good, but no one expected Benton in a super sectional. And let's just be honest, I can name the 1A teams people thought were going to Champaign.
Well, let's be honest. People thought it was either Team A or Team B out of the Midland Trail.
Woodlawn or Waltonville is who people thought.
Yeah.
That's just who people thought. And I know Goreville people are going to say, hey, we knew we were going all the way, but come on. But because Goreville graduated, as did Benton, a ton of talent.
Yep.
And for the Rangers to make it to a super sectional at Carbondale, and then for Goreville to win a super sectional, go to Champaign, get this close. I mean, through 3 quarters they were leading, but still a runner-up finish. Tremendous job by them, and just a great program, man. I mean, and Coach Tripp has done an amazing job. All they do is win down there by the lake.
Yeah, I mean, and obviously we got with the Goreville Blackcats, they obviously had some good players.
Great players.
We got to recognize a couple of those guys as 2 of those guys made the. They have the Coaches Association All South, but I made my own all Ball and Forgot All South, and there's.
I know some of those voters.
And Travis happens to be one. I mean, keep that anonymous.
But Dave Severin's favorite son.
But a couple guys that made it for Goreville was Nick King on the all-second team. I mean, he was voted the 7th.
Yeah, let's go through that. Go through the all-South team we had this year.
Let's talk about Nick King and Zach Green first. Is obviously their second team for Nick King, and third team was Zach Green.
Yeah.
Both played very outstanding. Zach Green broke Garrett Church's three-point record from last year, who Garrett Church was also on the team and broke his own record from last year, but Zach Green finished with, I believe, over 100 three-pointers.
I wish he'd have been here today. I know he's a very avid church member, and I know he couldn't be here today. But Zach Green, I was told by a little birdie this week that maybe his best gift is playing the Hammond organ in church.
Really?
I was told by a guy that maybe cuts hair in West Frankfort, who also wants to come on the show sometime, that maybe cut my son's hair in West Frankfort at Berg's. Not saying for sure who it was, Griffith. But said that Zach Green is an amazing organ player, like tremendous. So Zach, I want to see proof.
If you'd like to send us in a video,
send us a video. We'll put it on here. We want a video of him playing the organ in church. We'll put it on Ball for God.
All right, cue it. All right, but we're going to get back to our all Ball for God team, obviously, because that organ play was outstanding.
It was amazing. Great job.
But first team, Ball for God Player of the Year, Nathaniel Marlowe.
How could it not be? Nathaniel Marlowe is our Joe's Pizza and Pasta Player of the Year, and you sent that to me and a lot of hosts of other guys that vote on this, and I'm sure they all said the same thing back to you like I did. I said, is there any question? And Maddox Ritzel is a tremendous player. Gage Peterson, tremendous player. Tyler, tremendous player. I mean, all those guys are college basketball commits, but Nathaniel Marlowe, finishing second.
All time.
And
6 points away from tying.
I don't think, Russ, you're 19 years old. We obviously know my age because we already talked about it.
Where's Dr. Young?
Dr. Young, where are you going? He's going on a walk. He's scaring me. He's walking through the gym. But amazing to me that I don't think anybody will get there for a long, long time where he's at. I mean, that close to Chico Vaughn is just something. Illinois is a tremendous basketball state. And for Nathaniel Marlowe from a little bitty Blueford, Illinois, Weber Township High School, to be second is incredible. It should be a movie. I'm telling you, someone get the copyright, trademark, whatever, make it a movie.
Do you want to start working on it?
Yes.
I mean, something about Marlowe is he was 3-time All-State. He was finished with 3,272 career points, which, by the way, that's 86 points short of Chico Vaughn. Season stats, 32 points per game, 6 rebounds per game, 4.5 assists per game. Yes, he passes the ball. And he also shot 56% from the field and shot better than 40% from three. And guess what else?
What?
Daniel Marlowe, that's our All-Stars and Stitches, Joe's Pizza and Pasta Player of the Year.
Player of the Year, Nathaniel Marlowe. Like I said, a lot of great talent in Southern Illinois this year, but I think he was just a step above. You know what he averaged in
his last 4 games?
Like 1,000 a game?
41 in his last
41. That's
41 points per game in his last 4. I'm just saying.
And those are all games in the postseason or close to the post. I mean, that's just nuts.
Last one was against Nashville where he had 46. Then he had 39 back-to-back nights. In his last ever game, he scored 41.
Wow. Unbelievable, man.
Back to our All-South list, though. Nathaniel
let's
Marlowe,
read them. Let's go.
Nathaniel Marlowe is on there. Maddox Ritzel, Gage Pearson, Ty Lahr, and Kyle Cooper. That's our first team All-South, as 3 teams come from 1A, 2 players from 2A. Second team, Archie Guai from Centralia, Nick King from Goreville, Dave Barnes from Mount Vernon, Colton Hawkins from Carterville, and Dariantes Monroe, Shunk from Sparta.
My man, Shunk dog.
And then our third team, Mr. Jude Harmon from Massac County for the Patriots, Cam Curry from Marion, Zach Green from Goreville, Whit Dever from Waltonville, plays for the Spartans, and then Caleb Gore from Anna Jonesboro, 55 points in 1 game.
He did against West Frankfort, made like 86 threes. Here's the thing I noticed about that list. A lot of tremendous players that are seniors, also a lot of talent coming back. Yeah. I mean, you named some sophomores. I could think of some guys that were close with votes too, that'll be coming back as sophomores. Mackay House, Drake Porter, Kenny Bratton. There's talent. Lawson Land. There is talent in Southern Illinois coming back. I mean, I know we're losing tremendous players with Marlowe and Ritzel and Lahr and Peterson and Cooper.
Even some guys that weren't on the list, like Schaefer.
Yes. Troy. Wow. That's his dad.
Schaefer. I mean,
Excuse me, Troy. We're going back to 1999. But, Nolan Schaefer, just tremendous year he had. It really helped carry the Rangers to that super sectional. But just a lot of great talent. I love Southern Illinois basketball. I could talk about it for hours. That's a joke. People know we do. One of the kids said, "Are you going to interview this many guys, Mr. Severin?" I said, "Hey, listen here, bud. We're not going 14 hours today. Maybe I lied. We might be 14 hours. But I think we're going to get under 2 hours this time, Russ."
I think it's going to be under 2 hours.
He also made me feel old because he called me Mr. Severin.
Should have said that's my dad.
That's David.
But, I mean, that's our intro for today's show, and we appreciate you guys for tuning in. As, you got to pay attention. Go ahead and turn the volume down just to crank.
It's going to get loud at different times because this gym is full of, there was 53 kids, boys and girls, men's and women's, boys and girls, whatever you want to call them, out there practicing for the All-Star game that's going to be played Friday night. So we're here on a Sunday, and it's loud for a while, guys. I'm sorry it was loud.
Well, we'll see you guys here in a little bit as the outro will be coming up after all the interviews, and we'll catch you. Welcome to today's show, as you know.
Hey, he just start again.
Hey, Dave said we could stutter.
Dave said we could stutter.
Right.
Yeah, I heard my dad. I didn't even know my dad stuttered.
But hey, welcome to today's show. As you know, we got Blackcats Network back on here again, as they just wrapped up their basketball season. They're right into baseball season already.
Yeah, last Saturday we were sitting courtside at State Farm Center, and this Saturday we're sitting in the press box at Justin Dale Shaw's Memorial Field.
You guys, how special was this year for you guys? You got to see a lot of talent, a lot of guys that'll be coming back as well. What was it like to be on this ride?
There aren't enough adjectives to describe everything that we went through and the emotions we went through. And it was thrilling. It was exciting. It was a lot of anxiety. It was a surprise. It was jubilation. I mean, where do you stop? It's definitely a once in a lifetime experience. Well, hopefully not. Once in a lifetime.
Well,
Once in my lifetime so far.
obviously got a chance to watch you guys, and I have to be honest. I'll tell you what I did at work. All right, I'm even wearing a work shirt so they can get on to me, but I turned the YouTube feed on and listened to you guys and tried to watch it on.
The others.
Other two.
I'm just being honest, guys. But I listened to you two, and then I learned you guys might have been ahead of the NFHS a little bit. Is that right?
Yeah, there's a way that you could pause the YouTube feed to try to get it to sync up. A bunch of people we know did that, but there was even a campaign for us to broadcast the championship game because they liked us better, but I don't know about that.
It was very exciting to listen to you guys, and here's my question for you. Where was the most random person from that commented or told you they were listening?
I know we have someone from Ireland watching.
Wow.
And what was the last count of states I gave you? There was 32 states.
I think it was 32, yeah.
So is Garrett Church family watching from Ireland?
I guess. I don't know.
I was just saying because he's a redhead, but it was awesome to go up there. I got to go up there a couple years ago with Benton and Meridian, but then to go up there again with Goreville, it was a very fun ride. What was special about this group to finally get to go up to state?
Well, I think it was just their camaraderie, their willingness that it was about team. It wasn't about individual. It wasn't about individual accolades, individual points scored. It was about team and unity and whatever was best for the team.
Yeah. And it wasn't expected. That was not expected at the beginning of the year, this group.
Well, we played you guys early. Obviously, we start at the Goreville tournament every year, and I'm just going to be blunt, and I'm not trying to offend anybody, but the two schools that went further than anyone in 1A, 2A, I mean, we weren't supposed to go to a super sectional. I'm not saying you weren't supposed to go to the state tournament, but I don't think if they were going to pick the 1A team to go to Champaign and the 2A team from the deep south to get to Carbondale, I don't think
those two.
No, and that's the beauty of sports. You know, I'm seeing all these kids. We'll say it on the intro here later, but we're at Rend Lake College. We're out here for the Lions Club All-Star Game, boys and girls game, 47th annual, I think Big Dave said. So if you hear a bunch of squeaking and basketball and different stuff, that's going on behind us. But I'm looking at all these kids here, I'm thinking, wow, I thought their school could have gone, or I thought that school could have gone. And here the Blackcats go all the way, and I won't bring it up because I know it was this close, but hey, a runner-up finish. We got one 2 years ago. It's still an amazing thing they'll have forever, but gosh darn it, I wanted a state title for you guys.
Yeah, we wanted it too. We really did.
Yeah.
So close.
So close. We won't talk about the fourth quarter, but first three quarters pretty spectacular.
First 3 quarters were amazing.
Yeah.
It truly was. And I'm telling you, on all the games we played this year, we never saw defense like that like we saw in the fourth quarter.
Marshall's defense, I say this all the time, joking. Benton will do a drill. Like when Benton was getting ready for the super sectional, they knew Quincy was going to press. They were put 7 or 8 kids on the floor to do that.
Yeah.
It felt like Marshall had about 12 kids on the floor.
Right.
And the good thing was it was on a college floor. I can't imagine that defense on a high school court.
Yeah.
Because, they were just so long and so quick.
They were swarming everything.
Oh, yeah, as soon as the ball crossed half court, there would be the guy guarding the ball, the 2 others would just bull rush.
Yeah, well, we interviewed Zach after the game, and he was saying they had the athleticism that we've seen with Sparta, but then you also put together the hype that Waltonville had.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I thought that they handled it very well through 3 quarters. Obviously, you got away, but what's this show about that team? We know the turnover rate. They had 23 turns, but what's it say about that team that they stayed in it even though they had 12 turnovers more?
Statistically, we beat them in every category. Every category with the exception of steals and turnovers. And Marshall ended up scoring 31 points off of turnovers. So that was the difference of the ball game. Never quit. Yeah, rebounded them for crying out loud.
Yeah.
Outshot them at the free throw line, outshot them from the field, outshot them from 3. They did everything they could, and they played a phenomenal game.
Yeah, nothing to hang their head about.
No.
For sure.
Oh, no, not at all.
Yeah, I don't know.
But it's heartbreaking. I mean, you could see it in their faces, but the time they got back to town, I mean, it was just all celebration. So
Yeah.
Both of you, if you want to take this question, but talk about how it was once you got back to town and just the community support. I know you had a ton of community support there, but how about the homecoming you guys had?
Well, that was incredible. We streamed it. We streamed a lot that weekend.
Yeah.
But that gym was packed. So you know the gym, all the chair seats. So that whole side was filled, and the end zone when you first come in was filled with people. And that's not. So they had a parade coming in, police escort, fire trucks, the whole 9 yards, and it was pretty
It
special.
was exciting. It really was. Yeah. Neat stuff.
Well, it's definitely something you don't. Definitely something you don't take for granted. I mean, I don't know. I think it's truly special what they got to play in. I mean, they got to play in the Trico sectional, where you could argue two of those other teams could have made the same run to state. And then they got to play in Jacksonville. We've seen that same bowl, but a lot of people up there thought that bowl was really special. You guys got to play up there, and then talk about all those different venues you guys got to play in along the way.
Yeah, it was pretty special. We were a little worried about Trico. Generally speaking, Gorville teams don't play well there, historically. We've had our great teams in the past, so we're a little worried about how that was going to go. Boys handled it really well. They adjusted quick. It was just a depth perception thing, and the coloring, the lighting. I mean, I don't know. It's a curse. But we were challenged up there.
I couldn't believe how loud. I went to that game with my dad because we didn't play that night.
Yeah.
So I was there with some guys. Brad Wilson, who's a high school ref, good friend of mine. Fisher Overstreet, who works for my dad, and my dad and I went, and I couldn't believe how loud. Brad was next to me that whole game, and I was like, I mean, the intensity between you guys and Sparta was wild.
That was incredible. Up to that point, the best atmosphere we played in.
Yeah.
Better than, up to that point was the Lawrenceville game at Benton. But then the game against Sparta, that game, it was crazy. And then, of course, Waltonville, but I felt the energy for the Sparta game was even more intense than the Waltonville game.
I think anybody that ever has been to Sparta was at that game.
Yeah.
Sparta, I mean, I had a guy from Sparta 10 feet away saying, I don't even know these people from Sparta.
Yeah.
I mean, it was like everyone ever affiliated with Sparta was there to watch them.
Well, that was the first time they've been there since '91, so great team. That team's going to be something to watch the next 2 years.
That was a tremendous game. 66, 63.
Yeah.
I mean, that was
It was a nail-biter. But you know what's really strange? I think Brian will attest to this too. From the end of the season all the way to our trip to Champaign, there was a level of confidence that this is where we're going to end up.
Yeah.
We weren't, the Sparta game, tight ball game down to a minute and a half left.
Yeah.
We're still pretty confident we're going to win. Waltonville, we're still pretty confident. Facing Lawrenceville and Champaign, pretty confident. There wasn't a big fear there.
Yeah, I don't think there was a game that we were ever worried when we were behind except for the championship game.
Yeah.
I would say,
As far as broadcasters, we felt that, all right, well, we're down 3. We got this, no big deal.
Yeah, and for a lot of people, playing a team again, you guys rematched against Lawrenceville in this state semifinals. Pretty cool, but a lot of teams, it's hard to beat a team twice.
Yeah.
And what was it like to get to see that team again and jump on them like you guys did?
That team was scary.
They were scary.
Yeah.
Very lengthy.
And that was one that maybe, I know when we played them at Heron, that was one where we were thinking, well, this might not work out real well. We might not get the result we want. But boys found a way to do it. And again, I'll tip my cap to Todd Tripp until the day is long. He gets a game plan together, works a game plan.
And that fourth quarter was forever long against Lawrenceville. We were just like, come on,
30
hurry
minutes.
up.
Yeah.
5 minutes felt like 25
Come on,
minutes.
clock. Come on, clock.
Long pause.
Something I noticed too, and this is coming from a guy, I won't name his name on here, but he's a coach, and because I don't want to talk about other coaches, but he said, here's the difference between Todd. He watched 3 of your postseason games. He said, Travis, watch how they finish and end quarters. That will be it's like in football, they always say special teams. These guys have a great offense, they have a great defense, but special teams will set them apart. He said, you watch a good basketball coach, how they finish and begin quarters is how they will win tight games. And
he got that down to a science by the end of the season. If there's a minute to go, we're taking one shot, you know.
And it was all 4 games straight. Sparta, Waltonville, Route, and Lawrenceville, we scored the last bucket in the first 3 quarters of every one of those games.
Yeah, that was.
Of every quarter.
Yeah, that Sparta game is huge. I mean, it felt like Nick, he played so well.
Yeah.
But I mean, it wasn't just Nick on this postseason run. I mean, Garrett in this
How about
in the
game?
super sectional
What,
game.
Is that the Super Sectional? The church went nuts?
Yeah, up at Route.
I mean, Zach led the team in scoring a couple games. I mean, this team had so many different ways they could play the offense. What was it like to follow that?
Well, we always said going in, how are we going to match up with guys that are 6'5", 6'7", 6'6", because 6'2" is our biggest on the floor. What it turned into was people couldn't match up against us.
Your quickness.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, you shut down one guy, you got 4 other guys that can score.
Yes.
It was like the night we played Route up at Jacksonville. Church goes on that run where he's just bombing threes.
Yeah.
They call a timeout. There's a guy in front of us from Route going, "Somebody guard 31!"
Well, I was impressed just watching you guys, all year, that everyone knows. I know you call him Nick or Nicky. Which one you call him Nicky? Don't you?
Nicky,
You call him Nicky. Everyone, whatever name we're going with, Nick King is a special player,
Oh, yeah.
and everyone knows 24. But gosh darn it, man, Lawson Land, Zach Green, Garrett Church. Your freshman with Compton and Tripp, and then even Lincoln Turley coming in and giving you minutes. I mean, all these kids, just any given time, like you said, Brian. I mean, if you're keying on Nick, Tommy will get you a couple buckets. Lawson's so long and lanky, get to the basket, make shots. Zek's got a beautiful shot. My son always said, Trace always told me, Zek's the hardest guy to guard, man. I mean, he's so good with the ball. He's low to the ground, great shot, really good dribbler. You're just a balanced team. It wasn't like, one-dimensional. Oh, we stopped King, we got him.
Exactly.
It was like it was against Lawrenceville. I told you who was the difference maker going to be in that game. It was Tommy King because he scored 8 points.
Yeah, against Lawrenceville.
Oh,
Yeah, he got six got 6 points early and had another
He had a big
2
fake
late.
of the game. They were hanging on him. I remember.
Yeah.
His presence early was big.
Oh, it definitely was. And you mentioned Lawson, a stat that I wasn't aware of. Lawson ended up the season with 200 rebounds, 200 assists, and 200 steals.
Wow.
Yeah, rebounds,
There's
steals,
the
and
link
assists.
right there.
And points.
Yeah.
Points, yeah.
And Zach Green ended up with 100
coming back.
threes,
Yeah.
100 twos, and 100 free throws.
Now, is he here today?
I don't think
I haven't seen him,
I think it's just big man Tommy, the enforcer.
but yeah.
Yeah.
And we have liberated the school 3-point record.
Yeah.
Here's the thing: people talking about how Garrett didn't have a great season making threes. Well, he had the school record as a junior at 74, coming off the bench.
Yeah.
This year he had 86, but compared to Zach's 105.
Yeah.
I don't think people realize that Garrett re-broke his own record.
Yeah,
from
he
last year.
re-broke his own record.
But you also had Zach. I mean, he stepped up so phenomenally. I mean, I think that's what we were talking about. People didn't really expect this.
Yeah.
I mean, the team just had so many different facets. I mean, a guy that I feel like doesn't get too much credit. I mean, obviously you see the stats at the end of the year. He had 200, 200,
Yeah.
200. But Boston, I feel like he really helped out defensively for you guys.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Nobody pays attention to deflections.
No, and he had 16 rebounds in the game against Route.
Yeah.
So,
against big boys. I mean,
yeah.
weren't they like?
Oh yeah, they were like
6'8"?
7, 6'6".
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
Here's something I was thinking about with obviously as close as I am to the Benton program and as close as you guys are to the Goreville program. Trey's good friends with Drake Buffington, and I can name the guys you graduated. Some Tripp and Buffington and blonde-haired kid inside. Help me out.
Craig.
Yeah, Connor Craig, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, tremendous players. Benton, we graduate Dr. Tedeschi, one of the greatest players the last 50 years to go through Benton, and then, obviously Kyle Thomas, Grant Owens, Trey, Jackson Zettler, all these guys have been playing forever. It's almost like this next group's like, hey, we're still good too, guys.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
You're like, hey,
Yeah.
we're here.
And I don't think I'm not saying people overlooked Goreville and Benton this year, but I almost felt like these guys had a chip on their shoulder, like, TJ Hamilton, I see, Nolan Schaefer down there, Clay Gage, I see Tommy King down here. I know that Zach will be in the game and Garrett will be back, I think, for Friday night too, won't he? I mean,
I know.
I just know he's going to DC.
okay. Was he going to be there for a week?
I don't know. It's just what Tommy.
The big man's making a trek over here. But it was really cool to see these guys. I don't mean they were forgotten players because all these guys have been playing, but it wasn't the team maybe people thought.
Right.
And that's what made it so special.
Well, like we said earlier, we were on the first time. We did not expect this team.
No, I don't think anybody did.
No.
I don't think anybody.
Win a regional, yeah. Maybe get to the Sweet Six or get to the Elite Eight, maybe. But that was about it for me.
And kids like that aren't going to make that happen unless somebody drops that seed in their head and says, you can do that. And again, I'll go back to Todd Tripp. This is the goal.
Yeah.
And this is what you can do.
I mean, he's won over 500 games for a reason.
Yeah.
And I know Todd and Ron are really, really good friends. They run each other's weddings.
Yeah.
They've been friends for a long, long time. And I'm not just tooting their horn because I'm friends with both of them, but I'll put those guys against anybody coaching in Southern Illinois.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they just win. They just win. They reload.
They find a way.
Okay, Lee Bennett's probably, yeah, but hey, here's the stat about Lee Bennett. Lee Bennett loses 2 games this year, and his 2 games this year are to the 3A state champ and the 4A state champ.
Yeah.
And I don't think a lot of folks realize when you're coaching high school, you can't just go out and recruit those kids. You got to deal with what you got. Well, most cases you can't. But you got to be flexible. You can't just have that one defense you're going to run, that one offense. You've got to find a way to make a system work with the talent that you got.
Yes, that's coaching.
That's coaching.
So obviously for you guys, season's come to a close for basketball, but baseball, you guys have already got 3 games in, and then you do softball. No track and field down there, but what's kind of going on this spring for Blackcats Network?
Well, so our impression was we were going to have a week off before we had to do a ball game.
Yeah.
And Todd sent me not the complete schedule, so I went in Monday and said, hey, I need to see the whole schedule because I think I'm missing some games. He goes, all right, and sure enough, Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday this week we've already played baseball. Baseball's improved to 3-0. We'll do our first boys play again Monday, and then softball home opener is on Tuesday against DeCoin. So, and then last night, Blackcats Network brought the production of Annie from the school as well. So,
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what we're baseball, concerts, graduation. Prom, all that type of stuff. But yeah, we don't travel with baseball or softball. And why is that, JR?
Well, there's some issues with equipment and being outside in the exposed areas. The first baseball game we ever traveled for was a sectional at Steelville, and they put us right behind home plate into the sun, and it was about 90 degrees. There was no shade. And
our equipment melted.
Yeah, it overheated.
And we had fans on it and everything.
Yeah.
So we're just like, unless we're playing at Rent 1 or at SIU, we're not traveling.
Controlled press box.
Yeah, I think it's people don't realize for a lot of these guys down, especially the smaller schools like Goreville, because I know Nick, Garrett, Tommy, Braden,
who else? Lawson, Dylan Tripp, Mason Dunn. Yeah.
A lot of these guys go straight into, I mean, even for girls basketball, they go straight into the softball and baseball season. I mean, so, and then you guys mentioned that you started right back up with baseball. So what do you like about that, and is there any struggles that come along with it?
Well, the great thing about baseball and softball is so much more laid back. We don't have to do a lot. We let the video essentially speak for itself. And JR gets to tell a heck of a lot more stories. So
yeah, there's a lot more downtime.
A lot more downtime in a baseball and softball game.
That's why I like listening to it during baseball.
But if you ever want to be entertained,
see, he likes the jokes.
But and that's the big thing. It's just laid back. It's 2 guys just sitting around. I mean, I'm still doing PA for baseball, but so I'm a little busier than JR. JR is just pushing a couple of buttons and telling stories.
Well, I heard JR was running a little late the first game.
Well, see, I'm coaching now. I'm coaching junior high golf. So I don't get out of junior high golf till about 4:30, 4:45. So I'm never going to make a game on time.
He's like a rock star. He just walks in, signing autographs as he walks up and
get there as quickly as I can.
And everything.
Yeah, I mean that's what it's about. I'm excited for this baseball and softball season as hopefully I'm getting back out into it. I got the chance to take this week off pretty well. catching up on some video work and everything. But I don't know. I think it's gonna be a fun season.
It should be.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, our softball team's young, a lot of freshmen. But we
Return
got a
some
lot
girls from last year?
varsity experience back from
Yeah.
last year.
I mean,
I think we only lost, what, one or two last year?
Sounds right.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, I mean, so it's gonna look like it's gonna be a good season. And as Travis is not over here right now, but I think it's about time to close it. But just saying, give your last thoughts as what's going on this spring. I mean, like what you're excited for.
Just looking for another, great season of Goreville baseball and softball, and
hopefully postseason.
Yeah.
Hopefully making a trip back to Peoria.
It's one thing about going to state, it's contagious. Once you know you can do it, it makes it a lot easier the next time.
Oh yeah, that's how it's been. I mean, ever since especially now I cover a lot of teams and everything. I'm not just a Benton guy. I'm excited because I get to go up there with Goreville, or whenever Meridian went up there, and so I'm excited for it. It's fun to go up there.
Oh yeah, it definitely is, and best seats we've had.
Oh, no doubt.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you guys were right on the court. I saw.
We were right on the court.
Yeah,
definitely so.
Was that one of those things where you just go ahead and do it and apologize, or did you guys get reserved seats up there? Well, we appreciate you guys coming on.
Well, we thank you, appreciate you for having us.
And I mean, we're excited for spring baseball and softball, so I'm sure I'll see you guys at least a couple games. Travis ain't no telling where he'll be at.
Yeah.
And he might be up in New Mexico, I don't know. but
we're already full steam ahead into baseball and softball start up this week. So, but it's fun.
Yeah,
it's fun.
Enjoy it.
Well, we'll see you guys out in the field.
All right, buddy.
All right. Thanks for having us.
I know, no cuss words. We're back with our next segment. Now, there's going to be a lot of segments today because we're here at the Lions Club All-Star Game practice on Sunday, and there's kids now, boys and girls from all over Southern Illinois playing 1A, 2A, 3A schools. And if we see you here, we're just putting you on air. So we grabbed these two guys, Russ. And I don't know if these two need an introduction. Do you want to introduce yourselves?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Shane Hawkins.
And I have the privilege of sitting by the great Dave Severin.
I mean, how special is this All-Star game to you guys? I mean, you obviously hosted, and did you play in it, correct?
Yeah, I did a long time ago.
So how special is this? I mean, and you get to see your son playing it.
I'll let Hawk go first because he played. Second generation, his kids have played in it, so I'll let you go first, Hawk.
Yeah, I mean, just, first of all, I think the purpose of the game is what's the most important. And I think Dave does an unbelievable job of getting kids throughout Southern Illinois, giving them the opportunity to come and play. Some of them will be the last time they put a uniform on again, and I think that's big. And then from the fact that, you're doing it as a fundraiser to help out those who need eyeglasses. And so I think that's the cause is the greatest part. But then have a chance to have some kids in it. I played in it myself, and two of my three kids were able to play in it. That's what makes it kind of cool.
Well, it's an honor for me to be a part of this, and so I'll tell you how it all started. So Rich Heron started this 47 years ago, he and his brother Ron. So Rich is at Benton, Ron is at Olney, Weathers is at Carlisle, and then Dick Korn, of course, at Pinckneyville. The four of them, they'd get together when they would pick players when they were driving up to the SIBCA, actually to the state tournaments. Now that I think of it, when they were going to the state tournaments, that's how they'd pick the players. And so that's kind of how it started at Rich. Of course, it was at Benton High School, Rich Heron Gym now. They played the game in June, and I was telling people, so it wasn't air conditioned. A lot of the guys that played were in shape, and a lot of the guys weren't in shape. And so we had the mental fortitude to find a gym that was air conditioned, and we moved it to March. And so that way, it's March Madness still. And so a lot of the kids are still in shape, and of course, most of them are rugrats. And then something that I'm very proud of that we did that we added a girls game. There wasn't a girls all-star game in Southern Illinois. We're like, well, this isn't right. So we added the girls all-star game. And so we have a girls game at 6 o'clock on Friday night, a guys game at 8 o'clock. And so we'll have the top players from throughout Southern Illinois. As Hawk said, it is a fundraiser for Lions Club. And that's why I take some time at the beginning before we sit everybody down and explain to them how this got started and what's the purpose of this. And so, we'll have a packed gym on Friday night. There'll be some awesome games, the three-point shootout, dunk contest, and it's an opportunity, as Hawk also said, for these kids to put their uniform on one last time. And the other thing I was telling to Shane also is that, there's some kids that never played against Carterville. Yeah. So there's a kid from wherever said, hey, I got the guard, or I got dunked on by so-and-so, or I got, not that they're not going to have a good game, but they may say, hey, I scored on so-and-so, or I dunked on somebody. And so it's a little bit of bragging rights, and just it's a great opportunity. This facility is awesome for this game. It's centrally located. And so,
Especially with all the renovations.
How nice Rend Lake College.
It's amazing. When you come into this gym, you have no idea. If you've never been here before, you don't appreciate what all they've done. But the upgrades here, several $1 million. I mean, it is first class. And I'll tell you this story real quick. So how I got involved with this All-Star game was I was in charge of Special Olympics years ago. And so I would go to the Benton Lions Club every year, and I'd tell them about Special Olympics and work at the nursing home and stuff. And they said, why don't you join Lions Club? I said, I have so much going on, I don't have time. Ron Herron passes away because he was in the Benton Lions Club because Rich went to SIU, Ron lived in Benton. And so Rich passes it on to Ron. Ron then is in charge of this thing, he's picking players. Ron passes away, and so I said, okay, I'll join Lions Club. I'll help out with the All-Star game. So that's how I got involved. And so kind of just going from there. But it's an honor to be a part of this and to keep the legacy going. And that's something I was sharing a minute ago, is that sit everybody down, and I want to explain to them about Rich Herron and Ron Herron and Dick Korn and Brad Weathers and how this thing all got started. And then also I want them to know about Lions Club. The whole purpose, as Hawk said, is the money that make from this game. We provide some scholarships, but literally, and I always use a kid as an example, a young man that I talked to from what school he was from. I said, where are you from, buddy? I said, the rest of your life, no matter where you go in life, if somebody needs eyeglasses, there's a Lions Club all over the world that provides eyeglasses. And so we take great pride in doing that. It's a lot of fun. The Lions Club from Benton is the host of this, and it's a phenomenal opportunity. But what I was going to tell you, so when I first got involved, I had to go meet Mark Kern. I don't know who Mark Kern was, but I'd never met him before. He's the president of the college. And so when we moved the game out here, so I went in and made an appointment with him, and everybody said, now, Mark's not the easiest guy to talk to. I thought, oh, boy. So I go into his office, and I sit down, and I said, Mr. Kern? Yes, Mr. Severin. I said, I'm here to thank you for the opportunity to have the All-Star game at Rend Lake College. And he says, well, young man, I want to stop you right there. I thought, oh, man, what have I done now? He said, we want to thank the Lions Club for an opportunity to showcase Rend Lake College to these players from all over Southern Illinois. So it's been a great opportunity. It's great for the college for them to showcase this gym, this campus, and it's a great opportunity as far as the location. But I'll never forget that. I thought, what have I done? He's going to throw us out.
Here's something, if you don't mind, both of you touching on. Shane, Dad's talking about, I just said Dad on here, Mr. Severin's and Dad. Here's the best part. He's down there telling these kids I'm his favorite child. I'm his only child.
But he didn't lie.
He didn't lie.
That's right.
You guys both have a connection to Rich and Ron Herron. Talk about that also.
Yeah, I mean, just the fact that as a young boy in Southern Illinois and living in Petenyville where basketball is king, and I got to know at a really early age what high school basketball meant in Southern Illinois, and we went to games from the time I was about 3 or 4 years old. We went to a game every Friday and Saturday night. That's what we did. And I grew up in the EHT. I grew up in the BIT. I grew up at Carbondale. So I can remember back to, I don't know, 3, 4, 5, 6 years old, and my parents' season tickets at Petenyville were right behind the visitors' bench, like in the front row. So, I mean, the stories of, watching Coach Herron sitting behind the bench when I was 5 and 6 years old, and
that's awesome.
Watching him stomp his foot and wear out the concrete right under the seats, and so, and then had the opportunity to play for Coach Herron at SIU for 4 years, and then when I was there, Ron came on as an assistant. So, just a first-class family. What they've done for Southern Illinois basketball it will probably never be equaled, right? Because they've done it for so long. They've done it at so many different levels. But it's this type stuff in which maybe goes unnoticed, or people don't know that they had a hand in. And again, this kind of carries on their tradition of what they started in the 60s and 70s and 80s of high school basketball in Southern Illinois.
I'm going to talk about politics for 1 second. I tell people this story. I said, I learned from Coach Herron preparation. And I learned this also. People say, how's the campaign going? I said, I'm running like I'm losing, but I plan to win. And that's how we practiced every day.
Right.
Every scenario. I tell people in 75 when we had the best team in the state, I tell people my claim to fame is I guarded All-Americans in practice every day. But I learned so much. I didn't realize I was learning at the time, but I've learned in life as far as in business, as far as in politics and working with people, as far as the preparation and how you treat people and all those kinds of things. But Coach Herron, he was so competitive, and he didn't take anything for granted. He prepared. His preparation was to a fault.
Right.
And I learned that as far as in the different things that I've been involved with in life. And I talk about him on a regular basis for two reasons. One is I learned a lot from him, and the other thing is I want to keep his name relevant. I want to keep it going. You know what I'm saying? So I use an excuse to talk about Coach Herron and talk about Ron, and of course Brad and Dick Corner with us still, and but those four guys really made this thing happen.
Right. And it's those four were. It was all about the preparation. They were always prepared as people, as teachers, as coaches. That allowed him to do stuff like this. It allowed him to be involved with the IBCA. It allowed him to be in situations of leadership in Southern Illinois, and it's not a secret why they were successful.
Right. I got to tell you one funny story. So when Rich was alive, he would call. The game's always on a Friday night. He'd call me on Saturday morning. He'd say, "Hey, big fella, how you doing, Coach?" Doing fine. He said, "How much you make last night?" And he said, "Now I started this All-Star game." He said, "I appreciate if you send a little bit to me." And that just
That's
he's
not
always
shocking.
he's always up to something. And so, but I appreciate again the opportunity to be a part of this and to keep this going. And Hawk, and you guys know as far as stuff you're involved in. People will never know all the work behind the scenes to make this thing successful and to make it happen. And
you started sending me emails in January. It's like, Dave, can I try to win a conference game on Friday night? You're worried about an All-Star game at the end of March. Yeah. I'm trying to scout against Herron.
That's exactly right. And but I learned it from Coach. But and I appreciate you guys giving these kids an opportunity to get some notoriety, and not just this game, but as far as what you're doing with this program, this show, it's awesome, and all the different people that are promoting athletics, and not just on the court, but also their life. The kid that's got 3,000 points to his life and all the different things, and so, well, I wasn't going to say his name, I figured he'd whatever, but but it's just, and he's here today, and so it's a great opportunity for these kids, and they'll never forget it. They'll remember it the rest of their lives.
Absolutely, I remember it in 1994. It was the worst game I ever played in my high school career. I think I went scoreless in the game. I was on like a summer break right then. Well, you were the one that I was the one you were talking about not being in shape. I had taken a couple months off before I got ready to go to SIU. But it's the opportunity for the kids to play against or play with kids that you've read in the newspaper, or you've seen on television, or you've seen on film, and you've heard about. So it's that connection that you're making with other people your age, and it'll be a fun night for those guys and ladies to get the opportunity to play in this.
So Coach Griffin, who's the Marion High School girls basketball coach, played for Carrier Mills, and when he played in the All-Star game, I told the story earlier.
Also played at SIU.
Played at SIU.
He was just
wore those knee pads, and man, his jumping ability was amazing. But I saw, first time in my life, I saw someone dunk it over chairs. It was on that end of the gym. It's a dunk contest. He comes and sets a couple chairs out, and the whole gym is going. You're like, well, what's he doing? And you realize this guy is going to dunk over those chairs. And I'll never forget that. I can still see it in my mind. I can see him dunking.
They make him different down there in the mills.
That's exactly right. Then also, the dunk contest, the kid that threw it off the wall and dunked it.
Was he?
No, he's not from Vandalia. He's from Carlisle, I believe.
Carlisle. Tucker, right?
That's exactly.
Jacob Tucker.
Tucker, his dunk contest, he won it here. Channel 3 used to have it on their highlights for years, but he did that off the wall, and nobody in Southern Illinois had ever seen that before, and it was that was amazing.
Ball for God highlights now.
What's that?
Russell have the dunk on.
And I'll tell you one other, a girl named Rodolphe, who is from, she was from Carlisle or Oakville, somewhere. So the girls in the game, they said, hey, Rodolphe can dunk it. And so the guys found out about it, and the guy said, if she can dunk it, she wins a dunk contest.
Absolutely.
So Rodolphe, who went on to play at Indiana State, she dunks it, and the whole place went crazy. All the guys they said, she's got it.
Wins.
And so that was the first woman. That's the only woman we've ever had dunk at the dunk contest is Rodolphe. She's this was 20 years ago.
Wow. I like this because this All-Star game, because the joy that you see on all these kids' faces to get to come back and everything. I mean, what's it mean to you to just get to see all these guys come out here one last time?
Well,
And girls, obviously.
For me, all the hard work and all the things we do to put this together, they don't realize how special it is. But to me, I get it. You know what I mean? I'm an old guy, so I understand. And so I hope that telling them the story about how this started, what the money goes for, and the opportunity that they have. And I'm still banking on sometime a guy that playing in this game and a girl playing in this game meet each other and get married. It hadn't happened yet, but I'm hoping one day.
It'll eventually happen if you say it, you know? If you say it enough, I think it will.
All right.
But,
Last question for these guys.
Coach Hawk, it's the last time you get to see Colton play. What's that mean to you? You get to see him play one last
Just
time?
kind of a way to cap his career off in Southern Illinois and by playing an All-Star game. And again, they'll be competitive, but I think more about anything else on that night is just hanging out with guys you've grown up playing against since you were in 4th or 5th grade. Sitting on the bench, the practice, you can watch guys off to the side, and they're having just as much fun off to the side, not playing.
Right.
Hanging out with those guys as they are when they're going to play, and they'll go compete when they're in, but they'll have just as much fun before the game and at halftime and when they're sitting on the bench, and usually that's not the case, but that's kind of the setting that we have here, and again, I remember it back from the summer of '94, so it'll be something that those guys they'll never forget. Just having that opportunity to be recognized as one of the better players in Southern Illinois, but also the opportunity just to go play with guys you haven't got to play with before.
Has he come up with a plan for next year?
So
or is that...
we're still working on a plan. I mean, he wants to play somewhere, and I think he's good enough to play somewhere. We're just trying to find the right fit, and he's got a really high basketball IQ, and
He's with Coach Hawk, so he should.
well, he's been beat into. There's been some things that have been beat into his head since he was about 4, and he's survived. He's survived nonetheless. So, but yeah, we'll just kind of play by ear over here the next month or two, and see if we can't find a place for him to play.
Ryan, we appreciate you guys coming on. I mean, we could go on here and talk for another hour, 2 hours, but we're trying to keep it a little shorter because we're trying to fit in a bunch of guests on here. But we really appreciate you guys coming on, as you guys are 2 well-known guys here at this.
Thanks for coming. I'll just give you this invitation. We do this every year. You come do this every year if you want to.
We'll try.
All right.
I appreciate it.
Thanks.
I'll say this part real quick. Hawk, you owe Ron because you got him another award.
Yes.
I mean, he beat you, so now he gets 3. I just heard this week, 3-time Coach of the Year.
Yes.
If he doesn't win that game, he doesn't get it.
Right.
And,
He can at least buy dinner.
He can at least buy dinner. But Hawk's got his Purdue shirt on, and Ronnie was up there today. You guys are obviously friends with. You played with him. How long?
Paul Lusk.
Paul Lusk. Excuse me, my mind went blank for once there. Paul Lusk. You guys know Matt Painter. How about the job Purdue's done? I know it's exciting for you guys to see that too.
Absolutely. Anytime you have and again, what we went through in the last 2 weeks in Southern Illinois, the last 3 weeks in Southern Illinois, and watching your friends in the postseason have success, it's the same thing in March Madness. And obviously we don't know as many coaches at that level, but we're always pulling for Coach Painter or Coach Lusk, and want those guys to have as much success as possible because it's basketball. But those are relationships that go back 25 years. Those are friends, and you want your friends to have success. And so it's a joy to watch those guys. I really thought about going up today. I just didn't really want to sit up in the 300s, and I could sit on my couch and watch it and be a little bit closer to the action. But excited about those guys. They get to go to San Jose on Thursday night, and hopefully they'll get to end their season at home in Indianapolis here in a couple weeks at the Final Four.
And I don't say this enough, but I love you and I'm proud of you for what you did the other. I don't talk politics on here.
No, we're not talking politics.
I don't talk politics, but I know you went through a campaign.
Oh, yeah.
And see, guys, people say I always fight with my dad. I love him very much.
I love you too.
I'm proud of him.
There we go.
I'm proud of him. See?
Did you make your bed this morning?
I did not.
And now we have proof because it was on camera. So
There we go. That's
we
right.
got it.
Thanks.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
All right, welcome back to our third segment of today's show. As we got a few of the players that are going to be playing in Friday's All-Star.
Today, there's not a game today. Just practice today.
Practice.
Talking about practice.
But just introduce your guys' selves. Obviously, we've had Tommy on before, but let everybody know who you are, where you're from.
Go ahead, guys.
All right, I am Will Puckett, and I'm from Galatia, Illinois.
Will Puckett from Galatia? Are you in relation to Kirby Puckett?
I'm not, no.
I didn't know.
I'm Jordan Montgomery, and I'm from Gallatin County.
All right, we got a Gallatin County Hawk. We got a Galatia
Bearcat?
Bearcat, because Russell's dad.
Yeah.
Russell's dad went to Galatia. Small world right there, guys. All right, and we go. Tommy, do you even have to have a microphone?
No, probably not. But I'm Tommy King, and I'm from Goreville.
All right, let's fire away. Start asking some questions. They're gonna get back down there and play soon.
Obviously, you guys, you got Gallatin County and Goreville. You guys played at one point this year, but you guys get to see a lot of players you don't usually see. What's that mean? You get to play in this All-Star game. You get to see some guys from Benton or Carterville, teams that you don't usually see.
There's so much different talent out here, and I've just seen everyone play. It's just amazes me, honestly. I feel like some of these teams were really good, and like seeing all these people, it's just insane of how much talent we have in Southern Illinois.
There's a lot of good players. I've been watching you guys while we were interviewing guys. I mean, and sometimes I don't, I'm from Benton, so obviously I see a lot of the Benton games.
Benton sucks.
Tommy, we're not saying that on the air. We're editing that part. But how cool is it for you guys that maybe don't always see some of the 3A schools or different 2A schools, and even some of the different 1A schools, and you guys get to play with these guys?
It's pretty cool to see all the different brands of basketball that's out there, even though we aren't that far apart. It's all Southern Illinois. You get to play with these guys for one game and just really enjoy it.
Will, who's the best player that's been down there so far?
I haven't been down there long enough yet. No.
You haven't? Have you made a shot yet in practice?
Yeah.
You made?
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm the best player out there.
Tommy, we're going to cut your part out.
I think Tommy probably is. But Tommy, for you, what's it like to get to be around all these guys? Because there's a lot of success out here. But you guys state runner-up. There's a lot of guys that won regional sectionals. What's it mean to be a part of this group of guys that got so much success around you?
Everyone just knows a lot of basketball. All these teams are really good, and I'm just amazed at how many teams actually made it this far that are down here, that are playing this All-Star tournament that won not that far.
I'm going to ask you guys each this question real quick too. There's a slam dunk competition every year and a three-point. Each of you take that. Are any of the three of you guys going to do any of those?
Probably not.
No dunking?
Hey, Zach will do the three-point contest. He'll be here Friday.
Okay, he'll be here next Friday. So no dunking or threes? How do you get to be in those? You just sign up for those?
Yeah,
or
They asked around, and
Yeah.
They kept Tommy out of it. They said he'd be too good.
yeah, I'm the best three-point shooter.
But
Okay, we're going to end up cutting a lot of Tommy's part out.
What? You ain't cutting up. Ben sucks. Ben sucks. Ben sucks. Ben sucks. Beaton sucks. We beat him. We beat him. We beat him.
for you guys, you get to meet a lot of new people. What's it like to get to meet all these people? And a lot of times this is friendships that you guys can have for a lifetime.
It's a cool experience. Like he said, it's a whole different level of talent.
And then for you, from Gallatin County, you mentioned that you were all from Southern Illinois, but you don't see these guys often. How cool is it to see you?
Pretty cool experience just to see how much talent's really out there and get to compete with these guys.
How many of these schools, obviously I know your guys' schedule pretty well. I don't know your schedule as well. Have you played against a lot of these guys?
Not really.
You walk through.
I totally
I saw that.
One of the coaches, I think. Okay, here's my last question for everybody. What, after this is over with, maybe the last basketball game you play in your high school uniform, what's up next for you in life? College, work, what are you going to do?
College. I'm going into electrical engineering, I think.
Smart. We got a smart one down here. Will Puckett, where will you go to college? Do you know yet?
I'm going to finish up at SIC and then go to SIU.
Okay, SIC, the home of
The Falcons.
the Falcons, and also Trey's buddy goes there. What's his name?
Gavin,
No, Justice Dagg.
is there another one?
Dagg goes there.
Doesn't he have another one that goes there?
I don't know. Trey's got buddies there. How about you, my man?
Probably attend college and then get into the plumbing field.
Okay, you guys are going to make money. Tommy, what are you going to do? You a comedian?
No. I'm
You're a mechanic. You told me already.
I'm gonna go to SIC for diesel engineering, diesel mechanic.
Awesome. Russ, anything else you want to ask these guys?
You know, obviously, you guys play anything besides basketball? Oh, wait, 1 second.
That's okay. It's the beauty of the show. Come on through. It's not mine.
Power of editing, we reset there. But for you guys, obviously, basketball's wrapping up. This will be your last time competing for basketball. Do you guys play baseball as well? I know Tommy does, but do you guys play baseball?
I do not. I do, yeah.
So what's it kind of like? I mean, you play baseball, and
I'll get the next guys for interviews. Keep talking.
this is your last time you get to really play sports. What's it like to kind of put a bow on your basketball career?
Just ended on a good way, playing with a bunch of really good kids and just a game to enjoy yourself.
And then Tommy, last time you played basketball?
Last time I played basketball was the state championship game up in Champaign. That place was amazing. I'm honestly happy to end my season up in Champaign. Just a good environment up there. It was amazing.
And Will, obviously for you, I mean, just talk about what it means to, you get to wear a Bearcats jersey one more time, and you kind of get to wrap your career up here on a college court. What's it mean to be able to do that?
Yeah, awesome. It's a cool experience to be out here with all these guys.
Yeah. So we appreciate you guys coming on, and we wish you best of luck Friday night, as it's gonna be your last basketball game you guys play wearing your hometown jerseys. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
My dad says he's the quickest guy in Southern Illinois. Is it true?
Second quickest.
Dave, are you quicker than him?
Nah.
I went to the 100. You guys guarded each other this year, didn't you?
I went to state in the 100-meter dash.
I went to state the 300. I went to state 300 too. All right, here we go. Russ, bring it back.
All right, welcome to our fourth segment. We got another group of 3 players. Black Diamonds, just talk about
BDC's in the house here.
Where you're from. I mean, obviously we know where you're from, but tell everybody who you are and where you're from.
Braxton Miller from Hamilton County, point guard for him. I'm Wayne Sweet. I'm from Chris, from also point guard.
I'm Trevin Skropka. I'm also, I consider myself a point guard, but yeah.
He's the tallest Skropka, isn't he? Are you the tallest Skropka?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
It's close.
No,
it's close.
I don't think so.
It's close.
Telling your dad?
Yeah.
Aiden, though.
I don't know.
Travis Severin Benton.
For you guys, you guys get to play in one last All-Star game. You get to see a lot of guys that you know already, but then you also see a lot of guys that you've probably never played against or maybe even never seen before. What's it mean to get to meet all these new guys and get to experience basketball one last time?
It's pretty cool. I'm glad to be able to see all the guys that I've played against all year. All the best players around. It's fun. For one last time, I'm just going to get a couple shots up and have fun, I guess.
Definitely interesting seeing what's around that I've not played against before. A lot of great talent around here that I've not seen. Just interesting to see all this.
It's kind of like he said, it's interesting because you don't know most of the guys, but you know they're good because they're in here, so just go out there and have fun.
Here's the most important question. I'm not really worried about the basketball. Do you guys watch the Ballin' for God podcast?
Yeah, I do actually. I follow him on Instagram, and I think maybe TikTok too.
I also follow him on Instagram and TikTok, and I won the trivia contest one time. I'm a trivia winner.
Didn't we have to give him something?
Yeah.
Sock hat. I got a beanie. I wore it in the snow. I wore it when it snowed.
It's awesome.
But I think it's Travis was talking about he's worried about the basketball squeaking. I'm telling him it's fine, we'll be fine.
With what?
The basketball squeaking.
Yeah, I'm deaf anyway, so
But what's it mean you get to go, you two are teammates, and what's it mean to be able to play one last time together?
It's pretty cool playing with him. We've played together since we were in kindergarten, so it's awesome to be able to play with him one more time. So.
That's cool. Yeah, I was just say kind of the same thing. We grew up together, we played the same place every single time, every year, so it's been fun.
I know these two, being a Benton guy, having older brothers. Do you have older siblings too?
I have 2 older siblings.
Okay.
But I got 4 sisters, and that's all.
Oh, wow. I think it helped these guys, and you'll have to tell me with you guys, I know your older brothers, and being around basketball your whole lives. Your dad was a great basketball player. Your dad played sports. I want to ask this, though. Who's the best Savita shooter?
Me, for sure. Me. Yeah.
Yeah, me.
I think it's me.
Man. All right. Are you the best Skropka?
Oh, 100%.
Who's the best Miller?
Yeah, my sister might be able to catch up with me in a couple of years. She's a sophomore. She'll be a junior next year.
Now, here's the best Bex question. Who's the fastest guy up here?
Definitely me. 100% me.
It depends.
No, it's 100%.
I know, it depends.
I'm not in that.
I went to the state for the hurdles, though.
Me too.
For both hurdles.
I didn't run the other hurdles, though.
I'd get you in them, I think. The 110s?
Now we have to ask: are any of you guys competing in the extra events like 3-point contest, dunk contest, anything like that?
Yeah,
three-point
I
contest.
think me and Landon are both going to do the dunk contest,
The
actually.
dunk?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Both in the dunk.
Yeah.
I might get in there, too. 3-point and dunk contest, probably.
Like,
So.
who do you think is going to come out on top in the 3-point contest, in your opinion?
I don't know. There's a lot of good shooters. I hope it's me, but if I'm on, I think it's me.
Ethan Kessler. Hamilton County, Ethan Kessler is coming out on top.
Oh, come on. Come
How
on.
many did you make in a game this year?
Like 9, 8 or 9, something like that.
That's like our boy Luka. What kind of
Luka?
heater is Luka Doncic on right now?
Hey, the divorce has carried him through.
The divorce?
The divorce carried him through.
I love Luka, but he's going nuts with the divorce, man. He's played NBA record the other night on the night of a back-to-back. He scored 60 points.
It's a divorce. It's motivation.
Yeah, I'm actually getting to go. The show will come out Thursday, and Wednesday night, Trey and I, you guys, my son Trey Severin. Okay,
Yeah,
so
I think so.
that's my oldest son. He and I are going Wednesday night, Pacers-Lakers.
Uh-oh.
Hey, I'm going.
Only reason the Lakers are winning because Tyrese is out.
Playing the Spurs.
Oh, Wemby.
Yeah.
Wemby.
Hey, just giving you a hard time.
We appreciate you guys coming up. I know. Are we messing you up? Are you supposed to be playing right now?
Oh, we're good.
Yeah,
We're good.
I just want to ask one last question. What's it like to get to cap your career playing on a college court?
Definitely interesting. Be pretty cool to do.
Yeah, it's cool. It's renovated. It looks really cool, so I like it.
Very fun experience. I'm glad I got to do it. So.
Yeah.
This gym looks amazing now.
Yeah, it looks awesome.
It's amazing.
I grew up. I went to Rend Lake. Actually, Dad, I went to class sometimes. Dave, okay. This is awesome. Like I came to the Rend Lake John A game. I brought my boys earlier this year, and it was early in the winter, and all that out front wasn't done yet.
Yeah.
So when I came up today, I was like, that looks it's like a big time like university out here.
Yeah, it looks cool.
Okay, last question. He said last question. I'm gonna go last question. What are you doing next year?
I plan on just coming here for school, getting certificates instead of doing actual degrees. I'm just gonna get a 2-year certificate.
In what?
Ag, welding.
Okay, fantastic.
I'm going to SIU.
SIU?
Engineering.
Engineering,
Yep.
Okay, Strapka.
Trade school.
Awesome. All three of these guys. It's been fun watching you
Three
guys'
different
careers.
paths.
What's that?
3 different paths.
Blue collar over here.
All right,
collar.
last thing. I'm gonna ask one more question. Who's the best player you've seen today? Open your eyes like, wow.
Marlo.
The Grayville kid.
Really? I
Yeah.
don't even know who that is.
Yeah,
He's good.
he's pretty bouncy. He was out there dunking while kids were out there.
Really?
Yeah.
I think Marlo. Probably Marlo. I haven't seen him miss a shot, so
Well,
can't go any
Sunday,
different.
He's not allowed to.
And the Gray
He's not allowed to miss a shot on Sunday.
the Grayville kid's playing with stitches in his eyebrow right now.
Who's the Grayville?
He's right here in the white shirt, right with Marlo. He's right
with the
there.
mustache.
Yeah, with the mustache. Gray
I don't even know who
shoes.
that is.
Yeah,
He does have some spring.
yeah, he gets some stitches in his right eyebrow. He's got quite a few.
I saw him get a
And blue.
putback dunk earlier this
Yeah.
year.
I
Yeah.
thought maybe he was gonna be a cop with the mustache. Didn't know.
Well, we appreciate you guys coming on, and we wish you guys the best of luck the rest of your senior year and obviously Friday night.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
All right, you guys are obviously played SI Select together. You get to come out here and play with a lot of guys you've probably never seen before. What's it been like so far?
I mean, it's definitely been fun coming out here, meeting the different guys. I mean, you've been hearing about all season long, and just seeing what they're playing against and getting to play against them, I think it's really fun.
Oh, it's definitely fun, seeing guys that you grew up with but never played with, getting a chance to play with them is great. And like the guys I played with over summer, played with them last in July and get to play with them again here, so it's really great.
Hey, obviously, you guys both fell in the regional batting. What's it mean to be able to play in the All-Star game, get to play pretty well your last game's going to be a win? What's it mean to you guys?
Definitely getting to put on that jersey one more time is going to be a special moment, especially getting out there and step on the court again with the players that you played with previously.
Yeah, losing your last game in your jersey isn't fun, so getting to put it on one more time and having a fun time is going to be great.
Yeah, and then obviously for you know all the Midland Trail guys, you know the River to River guys, but what's it like to get to meet all these new guys and get to grow bonds that could last a lifetime?
Oh, so like I was saying, you hear about these guys all season. They're playing different competition than you, so when you get to meet up and it's just like, okay, maybe we could have played with the guys they played against and stuff like that.
Oh, it's definitely great. You hear them about all season, like you said, you hear about them, but you never get to see them play, and then you see them in person. It's great.
And then for you guys, obviously me and you have talked a little bit, but what's kind of next for you guys? What's the plan after high school's wrapped up?
Definitely gonna continue with the basketball career. I'm not for sure where I'm going just yet, but the end goal is to get my master's in divinity so I can go into ministry. But that's my end goal.
My end goal is to get my master's as well. But I'm just trying to play basketball for as long as I can. I grew up playing it, fell in love with it. I'm just trying to play until my body can't no more.
All right, thank you.
Yep.
For you guys, and you guys are from this is our sixth segment today. You guys are all from Carlisle. What's it mean to come back here, play as a group? You guys been playing with each other probably your whole lives. What's it mean to be able to play here at Rend Lake College?
I think it would just be like one more last good experience with the guys. Like only playing with them one more time. Just have fun.
Yeah, for sure. Get one last practice in with these guys means a lot, and play a game with them means a lot.
And then for you, you're wearing the SLU football shirt. You're a big bruiser inside from whenever I watch you guys at the Rich Heron Classic. But what's it mean for you guys?
Get to come play with Spence again one more time. Yeah, guard him a little bit, bash around a little bit with him.
Probably my favorite part is bashing around. Just bashing. All
right. And obviously a couple of you guys, like we mentioned, you came down to the Rich Heron Classic, so you've seen a few teams, but what's it mean to be able to come in here and play different teams that you've probably, maybe even some of the kids you've never heard of?
I think it's a good experience, just get to know everyone. Like, kids you don't ever hear of. Like, you just get to go meet them and play with them one time.
Yeah, you see a lot of kids on Balling for God, and you just you wish you could play versus that type of competition that playing good, and seeing all these guys here, it's a pretty good comp.
And for you guys, this All-Star game's the last one for basketball, but what's planned after high school? I know with you, I've seen it a little bit. You're going to SIU, but for you guys, what's the plan?
I don't know yet. Either start off at just working or go to college for basketball. I'm not for sure yet.
Probably look for a JUCO school out there somewhere.
And for you two guys, what's the plan after high school?
So I'm going to SIU, obviously, but I'm going to get my degree in economics pre-law and then go to law school at Carbondale as well.
I'm just going to go to KC for electrical.
I forgot to have you guys introduce yourselves. I know who you guys are, but introduce yourselves and tell them who you are.
My name's Brady Gustafson, off of Carlisle.
I'm Zach Persing. I'm also from Carlisle.
Ethan Brinkman. I'm also from Carlisle.
I'm Spencer Bruggeman. I'm from Carlisle.
All right. Well, that's we're trying to get a lot of short segments in here today, and we appreciate you guys for watching this. So make sure to stay tuned for our next segment. All right. Welcome to one of our. Is this our 20th segment?
20th segment. What size shoes Laura wear?
16.
Dang, boy.
Yeah.
Hey, Young's is 15.
Is it recording?
It's recording. All right. Well, you guys obviously got to play, just capped your practice for the All-Star game. Just introduce your guys' selves. Let everybody know who you are.
Travis Severin Benton.
Tyler from Pinckneyville.
I'm Cale Maurer from Mount Vernon.
TJ Hamilton from Benton.
Third time on the show this year. We asked Ty 65 times and we finally got him on.
Yeah, finally got me on. Got to get me and my dad on.
We'll get you and your dad on here soon, but obviously just talk about the experience of getting to come out here and practice and, just with a lot of guys that you probably have never met before.
It's pretty fun being able to play with guys from 618 in this similar situation where all of our seasons are over. Some of us are playing at the next level. Some of us, this will be the last time they play basketball. So it's fun to get one more ride with the guys.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty fun. It was cool to see how many different guys are around, and we always play a 3 and 4A schedule, so it was pretty cool to see what kind of talent was at the other levels.
Yeah, it was great seeing everybody here. I didn't know most of them, but it's fun to get out here and see. Everyone here had a lot of talent.
Here's my question for all you guys. We've been asking everybody this so far. Who's going to be in the slam dunk competition or 3-point shootout or either or both?
I saw the kid from Cairo do a dunk behind his back, so I'd say he'll probably win that.
Are you going to participate in the slam dunk or anything?
Have you seen me jump?
Yeah, he's a comedian also. I like it. It's hard to get me not to say anything. I was like, I don't know what I'm supposed to say here. We'd like to keep Pinckneyville people watching, so great job.
At least he didn't say Benton sucks like Tommy.
Tommy King said it 5 times. He's never allowed on the show again. Cale, or either of you guys going to slam dunk?
I'll be
I've seen you dunk a lot.
I'll be in the dunk contest.
Okay. TJ, you better be shooting threes.
I'm bringing you out so I can jump over you.
You jump over me.
I'll jump over you.
Who's winning 3-point? Who do you
Who's
guys
winning?
have?
Colton Smith.
Colton Smith?
Yeah.
He catches fire.
He's always on fire.
Yes.
TJ, are you shooting in it?
Yeah.
I know
I
one
think,
thing.
I think Miles got it.
Who?
Miles.
Miles Dorfline.
Miles Dorfline. Gosh, we got guys everywhere over here.
It's a Dorfinator.
Hey, were you happy my dad didn't talk super long at the beginning?
He did.
Yeah, he did.
Uh-oh, he's coming.
He did a great job.
He did. There it is.
But
politician.
yeah.
Future politician. This one is right here. He is. I'm telling you.
yeah, great advertising, marketing right there.
But for you guys, I mean, it's still last time you get to play a high school, any sort of high school basketball game. I mean, what's it mean to you guys to be able to play on Rend Lake College and get to see a lot of these guys and just one last time for basketball?
One last run.
It's definitely special for me with AJ and Riley playing here. They finished up their season. They had a great season. I think they broke a few records this year. So it's going to be nice to play on their floor. You know, hopefully they'll come out and support.
Yeah, I think it'll be fun just to get one last ride in because this will be my last high school. This will be my last basketball game ever because I'm going to play baseball. But it'll be cool to play Rend Lake here too because we got Devontae and Quentin here.
Yeah.
That just finished up a great season as well. Hopefully they both show up for everybody. But yeah, it'll be fun.
Yeah, like you said, it's my last basketball game, and I mean Rend Lake's just right down the road from Benton, so I'd imagine there's going to be quite a few familiar faces in the crowd.
Well, that's your main pond for fishing, isn't it? Rend Lake?
Yeah.
Greatest fishing tan ever TJ has. All right, here's my question for everybody. I obviously know where you're going next year for college. Kale?
KC for baseball.
KC for baseball. TJ what?
Probably either here or SIU.
You're going to fish somewhere, aren't you? Aren't you like the greatest fisherman ever? You could use like his own look at him. He's got all the bling and everything. You could be the, I don't know, something fisherman. I don't know. I'm trying to think of a cool name for him. Okay. I'm being crazy. We're not live, so I can do and say anything. We're not live.
Let's just talk about the heights in order.
I know. Look at the heights here. Wow.
I mean, but we got Ty, we got Mikhail. I mean, TJ, you're probably the second tallest on Benton. Have you ever felt this short?
No.
TJ's 6'3" and looks short. Hey, you've made a shot at SIU already this year. These guys haven't.
Yeah, we got bounced early, so we didn't get to play out there.
We also got bounced early. Yeah, embarrassed.
You went, did you make 2 threes at Carbondale?
Three?
Three.
It's three more than I'll ever
keep the
make.
book. You think I know I keep the book? Unbelievable.
Yeah, I made 2 in the first quarter, and I made 1 to start the second, and then I was face guarded the rest of the game.
Quincy was pretty good. Let's be honest.
Never been face guarded like the Dorfinator, though.
For you two, obviously, we know you're going to play at the collegiate level, but what's it mean to be able to keep playing your sport? I mean, obviously, your baseball, your basketball. What's it mean to be able to continue that at the next level?
It means everything. This was my dream since I can even remember. I told my dad, hey, I want to play D1 basketball, and he said, are you sure? Because if you do, I'm going to put you to work, and there's going to be some times where we're going to get into it, but it'll be worth it in the end, and it's worth it since I get to go play for SIU, especially since, hometown, SIU in the 618. It's great. Oh, that rhymed. I didn't even mean to do that.
He's a rapper. He's also a rapper.
No, I'm not a rapper. I'm not a rapper.
Yeah, it means a lot to me. I thought I was going to play basketball in college my whole life, and then.
And when we interviewed you early this year, you were talking about playing college basketball.
Yeah,
remember?
Yeah,
At the cabin?
Yeah, I was gonna play college basketball, but I don't know. God put it on my heart
God's plans.
that I needed to play baseball. So, yeah, I'm excited to go over there and see what I can do.
All right. Well, we really appreciate you guys coming on. Go Dogs.
Yep, go Dogs.
And
go Rangers. Go Panthers and go Rams. Okay, I said
go
it.
Panthers.
Go
Go
Panthers.
Panthers.
What's up?
Well, we'll see you guys Friday night, and wish you guys best of luck.
Appreciate it for having us on.
Thank you.
All right, welcome back. As this is the outro of the Ball and for God show, as you know.
What a show, Russ.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I mean, we are here at Rend Lake Gymnasium. It's pretty cool. We got the scoreboard.
James Hummer Waugh Gymnasium. Scoreboard say we are the lake. This place is awesome.
Yeah, so I know it's fun. I really liked having all the guys on here. We were thinking about getting Coop. We were thinking about getting Gage on here, but we were like, hey, we already got them on a couple times.
They've been on a lot, yeah. And there's a lot of different guys we got on today that have never been on the Ball and for God show.
Like
and
Ty
Ty Lar's never been on. But not just Ty Lar. I mean, we had guys from
Zach
Carlisle.
Wilson, Carlisle guys. I mean, there's a lot of guys on here. Oakville. I mean, we got to feature some guys, Glacier.
Yeah, Gallatin County.
Gallatin County, and then we obviously had the big one. He was sitting in that seat.
Who?
Tommy and Dave.
Tommy and Dave, the two guys that got to sit down for interviews. Diamond Dave Severin, Tommy King.
Those are our two best interviews, I think.
We are cutting out Tommy King saying Benton sucks, though. Ball for God, you're not allowed to say it.
I don't know, and
he said it 5 times. We're not allowing it on here, Russ.
but he
Russ, you have to take some of those out.
he did it with happiness and courage. He was happy.
Wasn't very Christian-like.
No, but it was fun having all those guys
It
on.
was.
I think Tommy's probably one of the funniest players. He's got a lot of brave to say it in front of you.
He knows I think it's funny, so he just keeps saying it.
And then you got, I think all the guys were fun. We got Pinckneyville guys on. We got Ben.
Yeah, we had multiple Pinckneyville guys on, all right, people? Multiple Panthers.
Can you believe
With
that?
this Ranger. We did it. We did it for you,
Mount
the
Vernon
viewer.
Rams, the
Mount
King
Vernon
City.
Rams, the King City was on. Mount Vernon Rams were repped. It was good times, man.
Yeah, and so yeah, I mean it was a fun show, but let's talk about trivia because I mean obviously with a show that comes trivia.
Well, it's the All-Stars and Stitches trivia. The All-Stars and Stitches trivia question. But Russ, you're going to ask the question today. What is the question? What is the trivia question,
Well,
Russ?
we're here at Rend Lake Gymnasium.
We're here.
John Wall. Is it John Wall? I am.
No, not John Wall.
Since when John Wall?
Bill James.
Bill James.
James Hummer Wall Gymnasium.
James Hummer Wall Gymnasium.
James Hummer Wall Gymnasium.
Here in Ina, Illinois.
Downtown Ina. We're in downtown Ina.
But I mean, it's the Lions Club All-Star Game, 47th. I mean, we have to flash back a little bit to the 46th annual All-Star Game, as we are going to talk about who was the dunk contest champion, who was the three-point contest champion. You have to answer both to get the trivia right. As the first one to answer who won the dunk contest and who won trivia. I mean, third place, because then you'll win the trivia Thursday.
I don't know what you just said. I have no clue.
We're getting after it, Travis.
I know. I have no clue what you just said.
You want me to re-say it?
I don't know. What just happened?
We're getting into it.
Russ, how can people vote for last year's game, 46th annual Lions Club All-Star, who was the three-point contest winner and the dunk champion? You got to answer them both to win. How can they answer the question?
You can answer the question on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. I had to slow down for you guys.
Truth Social? Or?
Truth Social is back in.
It's on? They're back on?
My account got unbanned.
Okay. My account got unbanned. Are we still on Napster?
No, I deleted it.
We're not on Napster anymore.
But we're on
AOL?
Indeed.
We're on Indeed?
Yeah.
How about
Frank
AOL?
Mendoza is always responding.
Are we on AOL?
AOL, no.
Okay.
But we aren't.
What?
Apple Podcast.
We're on Apple Podcast. What else? Spotify?
Spotify,
Pandora?
YouTube.
What happens if you open up Pandora's box? I don't know. That was always, I don't even know what that means. But
Did you see the IHSS play?
The what?
The IHSS page went down.
Why?
I don't know.
That upsets
But I
me.
mean, we got to talk about trivia for our
Trivia.
What was who is our sponsor for trivia?
All Stars and Stitches, located 418 East Main Street in Benton. Been there a long time. Proud owners, Dave and Penny Severin. I know them well. But Russ, what's their phone number before I give you the breakdown of what they can do at All Stars and Stitches?
The phone number for All Stars and Stitches, the area code 618-435-555-555-555.
All Stars and Stitches, your one place, your one stop. Screen printing, embroidery, T-shirts, medals, banners, plaques, trophies. You name it. Embroidery. I like to say like an embroidery. Back tats. They do it all, man. If you can get it done, 418 East Main Street in Benton, Monday through Friday, 10 to 5. Russ, just walk through, get the cup, put the cup on there, show them what they did.
Cup.
Look at this stuff. It's like a Yeti-type cup. Unbelievable.
All Stars and Stitches.
Oh, my gosh. Product placement, Russ. Great job. Yeah, that's the place. Dave and Penny, proud owners there. And, you got Ethan McCommons working there. They got a great staff.
Two-time All-Stater.
Two-time All-Stater does his hours there. He works through the high school. It's a tremendous place. But that's our trivia of the week. Russ, how about the verse of the week now?
Verse of the week from Psalm 105. Back in Psalm again. And let's take a look at it. Psalm 105. Oh, give thanks to the Lord. Call upon his name. Make known his deeds among the peoples. That's Psalm 105:1.
Interesting that you're reading the verse of the week when I got a text from Mark Miner. I just got a text. I told him he had a great sermon today, and he wrote a really nice text back. He's a good man. He's a good man.
Back in town?
The boys are back in town. Hey, Mark preached today, and also congratulations to Mark on winning his primary.
And that's our verse of the week, though, Psalms 105:1.
105:1, man. Psalms. You love Psalms.
I love it.
Who wrote most of Psalms?
David.
David, not David Severin.
Not David Severin, but David. I mean, have you watched the movie?
Great movie.
It's
Have
good.
not watched it. Seen previews.
Me and Jonah, and then Braden Short.
Yeah.
His brother was here today, Kyan Short.
Was here.
We watched the movie December 22nd on my birthday down at Carbondale AMC.
Awesome.
Good movie.
Russ, fun show today, buddy. Fun
Yes.
show. I don't want to say this and be flippant when I say this, but the two of us are really blessed to get to do this stuff. You know, we love it. We love sports. You know, obviously I'm the old man of the show, but it's really cool, the opportunity. I thank Rend Lake College. I thank my dad for allowing us to come out here and record and talk to you know, all the different guests we had today, from high school players to high school coaches to high school announcers.
High school players, coaches.
Yeah, past coaches.
Coach Hawk.
Coach Hawkins was on. It was a lot of fun to be out here. I don't think sometimes I sit back enough and think that we're just two guys from Southern Illinois having a lot of fun, and we try to bring stuff to you guys, you know, the viewer and the listener to us, that we hope encourages you and you have fun with it, man, because we have fun with it.
Yeah, I mean, and the thing is, though, a lot of people that don't realize.
Tom Izzo. What'd you say?
Tom Izzo. I see.
You said Thing Izzo. I thought you said Tom Izzo.
The thing is, though, I know a lot.
Thing is, though.
I like saying Izzo. I'm a little.
Thing Izzo.
But I'm gonna say it again. Thing is, though, a lot of people don't realize it, but we couldn't do none of this without who?
Oh, the Lord, man. Without Jesus Christ, we're not here.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, that's the author and the finisher of
Whatever
all of it,
God
man.
wants us to do, we'll do. And then,
For sure.
I don't
Ball
know,
for God.
In this time of season, I mean, we're feeling led to do a show.
Yeah.
I mean, tomorrow he might be like, "Hey, you're not doing the show anymore."
Yeah.
And guess what?
You have to listen.
Yeah. And
You don't
so-
have to, or you. My dad.
Yeah, you
my
don't-
dad always says this: you don't have to, or your life will be miserable if you don't. You
Yeah.
don't listen.
I mean, that's how it is, though. I mean, you're supposed to listen to what God has called upon you.
Sure.
And we're
Yes.
just very appreciative that we get to be a part of this right now. So, yeah, I mean, I'm excited for this. I'm excited for this next season, as next week is what's going to be happening next week?
I don't know.
Baseball and softball. is
Oh,
on the
no, I'm
way.
kidding. Yeah,
They're
baseball and
swinging the
softball.
bats.
And we're thinking, hey, I'm going to throw something out at you, to the viewer and the listener. If you're on the podcast, if you listen to us through Spotify or Apple, or if you watch us on YouTube
or Pandora,
if you'd like to see us cover, I'm going to just throw this out there, Russ. We're going to put the onus on them. That's a big word. The onus on you guys.
I honestly don't use it.
It's okay. I'm old. If you'd like to see us cover baseball, softball, give us feedback. I want feedback.
I mean, I'll probably obviously be posting some clips.
I want feedback.
I'll be posting some clips, but of like baseball, softball games. So we want to know, do you want to see some in-person live action coverage?
Yeah.
I mean, because if you want, we could go out and maybe start doing a game a week or a game
Yeah.
every other week. And
Yes.
Covering some games, baseball, softball. Travis said he'll have to learn some terminology for softball. But I mean,
Hey, Ronnie Weinmiller's the softball coach at Benton High School. He can help me out.
yeah, I mean, but funny thing is, though, I mean, you know it. Football and basketball that's number one and number two up here in
They're
Southern
covered
Illinois.
heavily in our area.
But baseball and softball, they're really on the up right now.
Oh, they are. We have tremendous men's and women's players in Southern Illinois.
Those Lions over there, the Lady Lions.
Unbelievable.
in Carterville.
Sending young ladies to college all over the country every year. They do a tremendous job.
Yes.
Coach Cappy does a tremendous job.
And then obviously we have baseball teams, DuQuoin and Waltonville. They both played in the super sectional game at SIU last year.
DuQuoin's already started off the year great. I'm
Yeah.
following, obviously, follow high school baseball pretty closely, but there's talent everywhere in
As soon
this
as
area.
you got one son out, you got another son coming in.
Another son in, man. Got another son in playing and one out, and yeah. So wrap up the show, big guy. It was a fun show this week, man.
Fun show. I mean, I'm basketball's my favorite sport, so I'm a little bit sad that it's kind of wrapping up. But I mean, hey, baseball and softball is on deck.
I'll just say this, wrapping up baseball. We had a tremendous year. I just do the show with you, and it was a ton of fun. But Russ, I think it goes without saying, you did an unbelievable job covering basketball this year. Unbelievable job of all the games, all the highlights, all the editing, all that
Still
you
a few
did.
more coming out.
I know, but you really promoted, and people noticed that. You did a great job promoting Southern Illinois and these awesome kids and coaches and parents and players, schools that we have in this area. And I'm not running for election, so I'm not trying to get votes here. But I mean, honestly, yeah, I'll be governor one day. But write my name in. I did. I think 2 guys wrote my name in for attorney general. I'm seriously, but they wouldn't say my name on TV because I only had 2 votes. But all kidding aside, it was a lot of fun, and you did a great job in basketball. I hate to see basketball over. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I said that 9 times. It was a lot of fun.
And before we let the show get over, I just want to say there was a lot of people that, and a lot of community, a lot of players, and a lot of people that really appreciated my work, and I just want to appreciate them because it truly means a lot. That's what keeps me going. Obviously God. I couldn't do any of this without him, but a lot of those people that are feeding back into it and really appreciate it means a lot. Because obviously, Goreville people are feeding into it and always messaging me, thanking me. Blackcats Network, they're driving all the way up here and always thank me. And as soon as they walked in, they said, "Hey, you really did a good job in basketball this year," and I was like, thank you. And obviously the Waltonville guys and Woodlawn. And with this, you build so many relationships as well and connections. Obviously I've been working with Darren now the last 4, almost 5 years, and it's really helpful and been very encouraging and helped a lot of people that I met that helped me grow in my walk. With Nathaniel and his parents and a lot of really good people you get to meet.
This will be a year of high school basketball I won't forget for a long time.
I don't think I will either. Obviously, my senior year, I got to graduate with a guy that's going to Colorado State, and I got to see all my friends play one last time. But there's a lot of good people that we got to meet this year and a lot of good players, and it's just really fun.
A lot of fun, man. Wrap her up, big guy.
Well, we'll see you guys here soon. Next week, as we said, baseball and softball is coming back, and we hope that you guys continue to listen and to tune in because, like we said,
feedback. Give us your feedback if you want us to cover baseball and softball.
And, so we'll catch you guys.